Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot of news.
A Canadian man and a woman were shot and killed during an home invasion in St. James community of Greenwood Thursday night. The deceased have been identified as 61 years old Clinton Cook of Casky Avenue in Toronto, Canada, and 37 years old Jem Cook of Tartiga Drive in Greenwood. Reports from the police are that at about 8:10 p.m. the two individuals were at their home on Tartiga Drive when they were pounced upon by unknown assailant who opened gunfire, hitting them. The gunman then escaped in a waiting motor car. The police were subsequently summoned by residents who had heard the explosions, and upon their arrival, Clinton was found slumped against a gate while the woman was seen lying face down. They were both taken to hospital where they were both pronounced dead. Detectives assigned to the St. James Criminal Branch are continuing their investigation into the matter. Two persons, including a woman, was charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony, in relation to the November 15, 2024 shooting death of a man along Arryn Street in downtown Kingston. Tyson Smith of East Queen Street, and 18 years old, a Johnny Porter of West Street, both in downtown Kingston, were charged following the killing of 28 years old Siobhan Dawkins of Wild Street, also in downtown Kingston. Reports from the Kingston Central Police are that at about 3:15 a.m., Dawkins and a friend were traveling in a motor vehicle when Porter and Smith, who were traveling in another vehicle, signaled him to stop. Dawkins complied after he recognized Smith and Porter, with who he had a verbal altercation earlier. Porter then allegedly brandished a firearm, pulled Dawkins to the back of the vehicle, and opened gunfire, hitting him multiple times before fleeing the scene. Dawkins was transported to the hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. Intensive investigation and witness statement led to the arrest and subsequently charge of Smith and Porter. Their court date is being finalized. A policeman is in hospital battling for his life after the vehicle he was driving crashed in St. Anne's Bay. The incident has left colleagues of Detective Corporal Garfield Ledford in shock and somewhat bewildered, as according to close friends, the date of the crash is the same day and month he joined the force. Reports are that colleagues were making plans to celebrate the lawman, who has served 28 years in the force. Reports are that at about 12:55 p.m. on January 27, the policeman was traveling along the Laughlin Main Road, vicinity Cranbrook Farm, St. Anne's Bay, St. Anne, driving his blue Mazda 3 sedan motor car, having been on duty and returned from Kingston, and was heading to Discover Bay to a murder scene. On reaching a section of the roadway vicinity Cranbrook Bridge, his vehicle and another vehicle that was traveling in the opposite direction collided. As a result of the collision, both vehicles were extensively damaged. Both injured drivers and lone occupants of their vehicles were removed from respective vehicles by passerby and transported to the St. Anne's Bay Hospital, where they were both admitted. Reports are that the lawman sustained head injuries, which are considered to be serious. Detectives from the Mandeville Criminal Investigation Branch (CIB) are seeking the public assistance to locate a witness who is vital to a case that is before the Manchester Parish Court. The witness is Jermaine Garwood of Old Porus District, Porus in Manchester. Garwood is scheduled to appear before the court on Tuesday, March 11, 2025. Jermaine Garwood, or anyone knowing his whereabouts, is asked to contact the Mandeville CIB at 876-962-2832, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Incomplete files once again delayed the case against Roshan Patterson, the man charged in connection with the October 2022 murder of social media influencer Anika Slickiana 1000 to October 15. The new date was set when the case called up before Supreme Court Judge Justice Judith Pusey in the St. James Circuit Court on Friday. On Friday, the court was told that several files remain outstanding. These include a chain of custody statement and a Jamaica Constable Force Communication Forensic and Cybercrime Unit statement from a Justice of the Peace. Patterson lawyer Darren Meyer requested that her client's motor car be released to him from the custody of the police, but Justice Pusey instructed Meyer to place a request in writing. The outstanding file are expected to be ready within 3 months. And as a result, the October date was set. Patterson bail was also extended. The case has experienced multiple delays. In recent times, an outstanding postmortem reports resulted in a delay on October 24, 2024 at that time. It was presided over by Supreme Court Judge Justice Bertrand Morrison. Prior to that, the case was delayed on October 18. All case set for that date was called up and planned. A day earlier, it was October 17 that the October 24 date was set. On September 23, the case was also delayed due to outstanding postmortem report of Slickiana and the DNA result. All files are needed by the court for a trial date to be set. 1,000 scantily clad body was retrieved from the sea in Reading, St. James on October 21, 2022. On November 11, the police stated that 1,000 traveled from Kingston to Montego Bay, where she was picked up by Patterson approximately 7:30 p.m. On October 20, during the evening, they visited a restaurant in Hanover and a guest house in St. James. At some point during the night, an argument reportedly developed between them. Patterson is accused of strangling 1,000 and disposing of her body. Patterson was named as a person of interest on October 22. He was picked up at a guest house in Hanover by a Irawan police operation team on November 2, after missing at least 2 deadlines to turn himself in.